we're still trying to be pretty judicious in how many people we hire. We're hiring a lot of people that we sort of know, to be honest, like out of the full stack Laravel world. Because we want to maintain our culture of like moving fast, shipping fast. And that's just hard to do. Like the more people you bring on, the harder that gets. And so we're still trying to be cautious about it. But, you know, I think probably a lot of companies did overhire a lot and are correcting.
Yeah, and it's hard to know if this is a short-term correction because we have seen these waves before. Like there was the big Ruby on Rails wave, and there was like tons of Rails boot camps. And then, you know, President Obama's telling everybody to learn to code, and so everybody goes, and then there's just only so many jobs for my theory is that there's just not that many good jobs, that many good employers in any economy, and there's actually not that much great talent in any economy. And so is there always going to be a place for people who have a lot of passion and a lot of talent? I think yes.
Yeah.
And will there always be good companies with solid fundamentals that are hiring? Yes. What's less clear to me is like what happens at big companies, but it does seem like they go through waves. Like they're just like, and you'd think they'd be smarter, but during COVID they all hired up like crazy, and then it's like, oh, we don't need all these people.
I've always been completely out of touch with what a big company, especially a big tech company, actually looks like. Because my entire career, when I was employed, 15, 20 years ago, it was a team of like 20 or less. And like to think about like Stripe or one of these places with like thousands of engineers, like literally, I know how big of a product Stripe is, but still, like, what are you putting all those people on? How do you have that many people, enough projects to fill their plates? Like, it just seems insane to have so many people. It does seem like we went through a decade or more of a pretty big bubble, and in the last couple of years, it's like correcting back to some semblance of like a normal company. In terms of size.
I suspect a lot of what happens at those larger companies, because I've seen it a little bit as I've talked to people, is, obviously the founder is not doing the hiring. It's like you bring in some sort of middle management layer, and the middle management sales guy comes in and says, oh, I need a team of 10 more sales guys. And, next thing you know, you do that a few times and you've got like 100 new people or 1,000 new people, and then you're just kind of way out of control.